This review has been brought to you in part by Main Irish Airsoft and ASG. Hi and welcome back to Oddie's Airsoft, Ireland's #1 YouTube channel for the Airsoft world, and I'm very proud to say that because the channel is doing very well, and it's all thanks to you guys, so thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching. But today we're doing another review of the ASG B&T GL-06 Grenade Launcher. Now before I get into this sort of review, I just want to say something about ASG. ASG are a company that have been around for a very long time, and their experience shines through. ASG have been in the airsoft world for about 15 years, believe it or not, and what they've done is they've scoured the world looking for the very best airsoft equipment available, and they've sort of cherry-picked and put under their wing what they consider to be the very best they can find of all the different things that they want to sell. And they've made it sort of more readily available to the average airsofter because a lot of the airsoft stores have good relations with ASG, and ASG seem to be really on the ball, which makes it a good bedfellow for airsoft retailers. So a lot of ASG gear is finding its way into a lot of stores, which is great for us, the airsofters. Now, so what do we have here? Now, normally one thing I hate about reviews on airsoft channels on YouTube is when they do the unboxing video. Ooh, look at the box, look at the box. I really don't give a crap about a box because it's going in a bin when I've opened it. But what I will say about ASG is they're a very forward-thinking company, and in fairness to them, they have put a bit of time and effort in all their packaging. And you know what? It's nice. I have to say, I do think the packaging is worth a mention. But anyway, forget the packaging. Let's have a look what's inside. Well, whenever you open up a box like this, you'll always get the usual manual, but you know what? I'm not going to go into that like so many other reviewers will do. But let's get to the real nub of what it is. They've got the usual foam inside, which is good and packed tight, keeps it in a nice place. But let's get rid of the box because we don't need this. And let's look at the toy. So what do we have here? Well, let's open her up. What we have is a 203 grenade launcher, and you probably will have guessed at this stage that I do have a genuine passion for the 203 grenades. I use the S-Thunder grenades, which are these ones which you fit the red cap on. I find them the best on the market. These are CO2 driven, which gives you a much bigger bang for your buck. So what do we have here though? Recently we reviewed the S-Thunder pistol. It was the handheld launcher for the 203 grenades, and we loved it. Then we had a look at the ICS GLM 6-round launcher. It was the big drum magazine that launches 6 grenades consecutively. So this is kind of the in-between. It's the step up from the pistol into a rifle or thumper gun delivery style system. And it's a very simple system indeed. Now, what I do like about this is made to perfection. There's probably nothing on this I don't like. There may be one little niggle, which I'll come to in a second, but you know what? It's such a minor one, I'm not even going to really go over it too much. So let's just start with what it is. Okay, we have polycarbonate pistol grip, polycarbonate frame in places, and a polycarbonate stock. And then you have a full metal tube, riz rails on top, short riz rails on both sides, so you can add some real estate, as in maybe a laser, but more I'd be inclined to be putting on that is a tack light. This is an out and out CQB weapon. This is for clearing rooms, and this will do it very effectively. Now already I've seen the hole in my armory where this is going to go. Tell you where this is going to go? When I'm playing with my KWA MP9 on single shot, this will be slung across my shoulder for when I have to really get jiggy with it and It's, as I say, this is going to be my next CQB project gun. So, starting at the stock, we have the usual mounting points, which gives you some nice places to hang your strap from. As I said, polycarbonate and metal mix gives it a very doable weight, but it actually feels very, very solid. And the thing I love about this is it is solidly built. Yeah, okay, look, do you know what? There's very little to go wrong when you're building something like this, but they've done it exceptionally, exceptionally well. There's a couple of other sling points mounted elsewhere. It's real simple. You've got a double action trigger point here for opening up the tube. Everything works, everything is crisp, it's nice and simple. Grenade fits in nice and snug, has a lovely cutout here on the tube so you can really grab the back end of your grenade and cycle through. Everything is crisp, there's no wobble, there's no give on any of it, and all in all I just absolutely love it. Has the usual safety. When you've got nothing sticking out on this side, which is the side you're going to be sighting down if you're a righty like me, if you've got nothing sticking out, that means she's going to fire. If that is sticking out and you see white, the white there means it's unsafe. Okay? If you're a lefty and you're up this way, if you see red, it's a go. If you don't see anything, it's not. It's quite simple. Comes as standard in the box. It comes with this sort of grip here, forward grip, that has a cantilever just to pull off. I have to say I would leave it on it because I think it balances it and makes it really nice and easy. Now, did I mention earlier there was probably one little bugbear that I would have? And as I said, it's so minor, it's not really even worth talking about. And that is, where the stock is positioned, this is going to shoulder here because it's curved for fitting in here. The sights are mounted quite low. So if you were to pull up and try and sight, you're actually having to bend your neck down to sight up. So they could have been elevated a little bit higher. But you know what? That's being picky. And I don't need to be, because this is gorgeous. Let's face it, you're never going to use a sight on this because this is a directional weapon. You're going to point in the general direction of where your opponent is and you're going to pop. So I could, as I said, go on and on and on and make this a really long review, but I'm not going to bother because this thing speaks for itself. The great thing about ASG is they've brought a number of great items and they've brought them in at such a good price that they've made a lot of exclusive items very affordable to the average airsofter. I don't think I mentioned it, but the stock is foldable and it locks in very, very tight, which gives you that little shorter range if you're having to go around a corner and pop. It just makes it a little bit more doable again. So in summary, this is an incredible airsoft weapon of mass destruction, and I use the weapon in a fun term, so before Mark starts prattling on about it's not a weapon, we know it's not a weapon, but you know what, it is awesome. And if you are in the arena to let off a couple of 203 grenades, then I wouldn't look much further than this, because as I said, it's light enough and small enough to pack on your back. But when it comes out to play, it has a uber cool awesomeness, which I'm sure you will agree with me. So, as I said, this has been Oddie's Airsoft, and we'll see you soon. This B&T GL-06 Grenade Launcher has been brought to you by ASG and is available from mainirishairsoft.com. Hasta la vista, baby. Not so with any of the ASG gear. They have realised that, do you know what, things that look... This is winding me up. That's me LiPo batteries charging, by the way, because I'm playing this weekend. It's a box. But I will say this, you are fucking joking me.